do boo the little music. Dum, dum.
This is the Villa download. We break it down, your dose of love, violence and beyond. From the villa to the latest shows. This is the Villa download, where the real story always flows.
This is the Belladonna. Hey, lit. Come on. I was over here vibing.
Thank you for dancing along with us while I was playing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely a vibe.
Props to Giorgio Says, who created that for us.
Come
so
on.
thank you.
Fire.
Yes. But
Fire.
everyone, it is time for the Villa Download, where we unpack, unhinge, and unapologetically obsess over reality TV and pop culture. And I'm Danielle, aka Danny Gossip Girl.
And I am Kimberly. So welcome, y'all. And we are so excited because we are joined here by a very special guest from The Circle, Season 7.
Hey.
You already know a strategy twist, a big personality, and one unforgettable entrance. And you will also get into some Love Island news, like all things Olandria, because y'all, she's been all over the place. We're going to talk about it.
Everywhere.
The traders and some of the latest Bravo news.
Yes. So who knows when Olandria sleeps, but everyone, grab a drink, get comfy, jump in the chat. We already have some in the chat. Hey, Angie.
Hey, Angie.
As well. But let's get into it. So first all, if you're new here or if you're returning, you know how we like to do it, even though I'm sticking to caffeine and water tonight. But we like to start off with a drinking game. I had too much fun last night at trivia, so I got
come on, trivia. Trivia can get wild.
Tonight. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yes.
it's so hard because we didn't do that good for streaming TV.
Oh
I
no.
not watching enough TV. We didn't do that, but yeah, our team name is Jesse Smollett Surprise.
Come on, Jesse Smollett Surprise. Okay.
Yeah,
Empire.
Love that show though. But all right, so quick drinking game before we get into it with Antonio.
Okay.
Sip every time that the circle strategy is mentioned.
Okay.
Sip when someone says catfish. Hey, Antonio.
Okay.
Just take a drink when Olandria's name come up. So guys, you're gonna be taking a lot of drinks. Like, let's be real.
Let's do it.
And finish your drink if someone says, I didn't expect that twist.
Ooh, okay. You're trying to get us lit, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, Wacky Wednesday. I'm down. I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Yeah. But of course, guys, drink responsibility or don't, because, you know, we're not your moms. We are here to have some fun. But all right, Kimberly, please, babe, introduce our guest.
All right, joining us tonight is Antonio, and so who made one of the most memorable entrances on this circle season 7. All right, Mr. Hayes, he came into the game late. He walked straight into the wedding, played his bestie girl, and immediately shook things up. But beyond the strategy, Antonio also brought the real vulnerability. I can talk, y'all. Sorry.
Yes, it's okay.
In his background, in navigating what it meant to play a game built on connection while not being your true self.
Yes. And yes, we also were able to bond over our shared love of Olandria and Love Island with the help of the Villa Award. So I'm so happy that we just crossed paths. And then it just happened to be a bonus that you were part of the circle. I just loved your vibe, your energy, like your passion. That just happened to be, you know, sprinkles on the cake.
Come on, sprinkles.
Icing on the cake.
Sprinkles and icing. I like both.
Better. Yeah. Better. Yeah,
Right.
but really, you have passion and personality for days.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes. So, Antonio, welcome to the Villa Download.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm so excited to be here. Thank y'all so much for having me. And it's so nice to meet you all officially in person.
Yes.
Yes.
Real quick before we get into everything having to do with you, make sure, guys, to like, subscribe, share, subscribe wherever you watch. Of course, right now on YouTube. It will be on Spotify by the end of the week as well, so be on the lookout for that.
Come on.
And of course, send this episode to your pop culture group chat, your reality TV loving bestie, because you guys know you have one.
Woo.
So happy to have you here again, Antonio.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I love talking all the things we're going to talk about tonight. So I'm excited.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And you're bringing the energy. Y'all were in this. Like I feel his aura and in the room. It's like I always feel the.
I try.
This is moments all the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just try to be me. I can only be me. Thank you.
Now, before we get into it, of course, we'll do this at the end as well. But where can everyone find you? Because your socials are popping with content on the daily. So where can the people
appreciate
find you,
it,
Antonio?
Yes. So my socials are what you're going to call my alias name or my artist name, which is Tony, TONNE, Desai, DESAI. That is my Instagram. It actually. It used to be my music account, but I never changed it over. So it's manifesting as both. And then on TikTok, I'm also on TikTok. That's where I got my real start. It's just Tony, TONNE, Land, LAND. And that's where you can find me on TikTok. And then it's the same for YouTube as well. And Reels.
And I will put that in the chat for everyone.
I said Reels. I mean Threads.
Same difference.
I'm over here like Reels. They were like, okay.
Same difference.
Yeah, it really is the
But
same.
yeah, we are excited. Again, you being a part of the circle was just an added bonus. But you were on the most recent season of the circle.
Woo!
I've been an OG watcher from the start. I feel like one of the it was a game-changing show for Netflix.
Yeah.
To bring in the competition game. Was it the first competition game for Netflix?
Yes. So it was one of those early, when Netflix was doing their first original shows, it was one of their early competition shows. Yep, it really was. And it blew up.
It did blow up. I think Kimberly mentioned you had one of the best entrances. It was like,
oh, thank you so much.
It was in top 3 to 5, which says a lot. I can't give it the number 1 spot because I would need to rewatch all of the seasons.
I appreciate all the love.
Remember, but loved it. But let's get into it. So
let's get into it.
Let's start from the top. Can you walk us through the overall circle timeline from getting the call to watching it all back? What type of timeline is that in the circle world?
This all happened in 2023, right? 2023 happens. And mind you, a lot of people don't know this. I was actually in January. I was on Squid Games The Challenge Season 1.
I did. I saw that on your IMDb.
Yes, I was number 244. And that was my first ever reality TV competition show after auditioning for years and being told no. And flew out to London, got on the first set, which was incredible. Met a bunch of different people, played the first game, dead. Didn't make it past the first round, and I thought it was over with. And then soon after that, Tiara, who I ended up catfishing as my bestie on the circle, was like, the circle was auditioning. And I was like, I can't do the circle. I just did the Squid Games. But she was like, you're not gonna be on any episodes. You're right. I'm like, you're right. I'm probably episode 1. That's it. So I just took a leap of faith and I auditioned again for the circle because I've auditioned before, didn't get it. And it so happened that the same casting producer who had casted me for Squid Games had pulled my audition. And she was like, I love your personality. I love you. Like, let's move forward. And then next thing you know, I'm in a hotel room in Atlanta. Like, it's so crazy. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, is this going to happen? Like, am I going to go on like the dream show? Mind you, I'm a massive Circle fan. Season 1, 2, like I have dreamed of being on the Circle. And the fact that I was there was just like, oh my gosh. And then I blink and I'm actually inside like they're about to tell me, you're about to go in. This is your moment, Antonio. Let's have it. And I open that door and I'm just like, So it really all happened in 2023. So it crazy. In the course of literally months after that, it was just, I still can't believe it happened at times. Like, it blows my mind to know that, like, I take myself back there thinking like, hey, Circle, like just being there. Greatest moment of my life.
Oh, you're probably wondering like, oh, how's my room gonna look?
Yes, I was.
Times to match people's vibes. Did you feel like it matched your vibe?
I definitely think it did. So when I first come in, as you see, I came in on the wedding party. So I just was at that moment. I knew that I was like, I'm either second to last or I'm last, which is fine. You're right. I'm on the Circle. Like, I'm in here. I'm living my dream. But anyone who knows the Circle will know those who come in last do not fare well. They're either the first out because they're the easiest decision. So coming into that and seeing not only are there still a bunch of people in there, but we're having a wedding party? What is this? What do you mean wedding party? Yeah, not just one couple were celebrating. What?
So fun.
I was like, that's a 4-person alliance. So I was like, okay, I'm done for. There's no way. There's nothing I can do. But in that moment, I'm like, Tony, you love competition shows. Develop a strategy. What can you do to survive? Because at that moment in time, you're the last player into the Circle. You're just trying to survive. So that's what I did. I survived each and every time. And of course, you guys didn't see it all, but essentially I made a really strong connection with Kevin. That was the verse combo I had in the chat. And something told me like, I think you got a little bit of power. I think you won't go very far. So let me just give you my allegiance. And then I would go on. I had conversations with Gianna. They didn't show them all, of course. I made a good relationship with her. And it was so great because as the show progressed, it so happened, for those who don't understand the Circle, if you are the influencer, you have all the power. And both Gianna and Kevin continuously were becoming influencers. So it was just like, okay, I'm making the right moves. I'm being safe time and time again. I'm still talking with everybody else to make sure that like people know I'm not coming for them. And that's just how my game continued. I was very aware in the massive chats to figure out what to say, when to say it, and to just not make anyone promises that I knew I couldn't uphold. And I just continued that strategy all the way to the end. And then next thing you know, I'm in the finale.
Go on with your answer.
I was literally just like, Tony, you did that because I believe I was very deserving of it. I feel like I worked so hard. You guys don't know. In there, day in and day out, you are stressing. When that TV comes on, you are stressing. Is it a game? Is it a blocking? What's going on? Who's going home? And especially the times when you have to wait to determine if like you're blocked or not. Some of the most stressful moments of my life. But I made it to the finale, and I'm just so proud of the game that I played and just the opportunity. Everybody, the whole cast are some of the most incredible people I've ever met in my life. And I love people who can extinguish the game from real life. And we've all done that. And we're like a family.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. That's cool. So
that's my favorite.
All of it. So I want to circle back a little bit because we were speaking about, well, you were telling us about how you came in to the game a little bit later. So of course, you came in later than most players. So how did you feel like knowing that like relationships were already formed, then alliances were being put in place? Like, how did you feel going into that?
Let me tell you, I come in there and I'm like, well, yeah, I'm done for. I'm done for. Like, the more and more I would go into the Circle chats, that's when we all would chat. I already started to piece together who was working with who was aligned with who. And I was just like, everyone is so tight. And that's one of the, as you know, the bad parts about, not the bad part, but like the hard part about coming in last. How do you break these alliances or intersect yourself into that? And the way that I would do that would just be funny. You know, what's the T? TT. I would just be funny. I would just try to break people out of their shells. And I also would just give them some vulnerability about myself. Although I was catfishing as my best friend Tiara, all the information that I shared with Kevin or Garrett, or I had conversations with Garrett, with everyone who I had conversation with, I gave them a personal piece of Antonio for them to latch on. Because for me, my strategy is give them game, let them know that I'm with you, but also give them something to remember. And they're always going to remember that emotional aspects of things and know, oh, not only he's a good strategy, he's so sweet. And that story touched my heart. And I really wanted to do that. And I think that that's really what got me to intersect into these multiple alliances, to where when people brought up Tiara's name, they were like, we trust Tiara. Oh, we're not worried about Tiara. And I think that's how I was able to get in there in a way.
Definitely. You're making me tear up just thinking about like some of the stories that you shared, but you shared them, Antonio, in just like the right moment. Like,
thank you.
Not in a try hard moment or it seemed forced. Like it was like the genuine
thank you
right moment. And that is also part of the reason why Kimberly and I like certain type of reality characters, or not saying that you are a villain per se.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
You know how to make good TV without like crossing a line that you can't come back from, because at the end of the day, it is going to be real life. You are going to be hopefully in each other's lives, that you don't want to cross that line. So
right.
I think
100%.
you did a really good job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I know that we've gotten in how you felt in the moment when you went in and, you know, being nervous that far in the game, but you went energy out. So we got into that, but out of curiosity and kind of going back to the timeline, are days really truly days? I'm so curious.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, in the terms of, I'm gonna take a word from Rob from the Traders. Girl. Let me tell you, those were some of the longest days of my life, right? There is a clock. Mind you, there is a clock on the stove in the microwave, but come to find out, it was not right. So what I thought was 8 o'clock, it probably wasn't. All I know is that we were playing the game for a while, up to like 16, 18 hours a day. But because I was living my dream and you're in that moment, I loved it. I loved every moment of it. I didn't want it to end. So from sunrise to beyond sunset, we're playing the game. So the days were there. If they felt long, 100% they were long. And now add that bonus where you like right now, it's like 8 something, but in the circle, it'll be 8 something. But you look outside and it's like, it's still bright. Is it 8? I don't know. You can't pay attention to that. So you lose track of time. You really do. But the days don't feel as long as you would assume, because you're doing activities. If you're not like chatting with somebody, you're doing, you know, either doing crazy stuff around the apartment, running around, doing bits, or preparing for the next game or getting ready. So the days, they were long, but they didn't feel long because you're in that moment there. And by the time the day will be done, I'll be like, wait, we're done? That's it? I don't want to go to bed. No, can we go again? So, and that's just my perspective, because I was just so up there. I'm also like, I'm a rarity. I'm a night owl and I'm a morning person. I'm both.
That's me.
Yeah.
That is me.
Yes. So I can stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning, get 3 hours of sleep, wake up and go to work the next day. With no coffee, because I don't drink coffee. So I
that is where we are not the same.
I don't know how I do it. I promise you, I drink coffee, but like that's me. I'm a night owl and a morning person, and
I'm jealous.
So yeah, the day seems long, but it doesn't seem as long as you're participating. So.
Well, thank you for, because there's like always the myth, and I don't know if it's on Reddit, because I try not to go on. I do not want to go down that Reddit black hole.
No.
But you know, there's always rumors of, oh, it's not really days. They really film a lot more days within the day, but
oh no, I can tell. So I came in last, okay, and I was in the circle for 12 days.
Wow.
So you may see me come in on episode right at the end of episode 5 with the the maid of honor has arrived, and then from 6 and on. But that was shot over the course for me in the circle over 11 to 12 days for me. So you can only imagine everybody else who came in earlier before me, how long they were in there for. So yeah, it was a long time. The whole shooting period was all of. So we flew out into Atlanta in October, early October. I believe I got into Atlanta like October 5th, and I didn't return home until the 27th.
Gotcha. And was that the first season that they were in Atlanta?
Yes. No, season 6 was the first season. So 6 and 7 were filmed primarily in Atlanta, and we have no idea what happened with the apartment because for those who know, The Circle seasons 1 through 5 were in the UK. But this season wasn't in the UK. So we were at first, I was like, am I going back to London? Well, that's okay. I already been to London. It's okay. But like Atlanta, like I was worried. Yeah, I got that passport. I'm ready to go again though. London in 1 year, twice. Let's do it. I was ready. But they were like, no, we're going to Atlanta. And I was like, okay, I've been to the A. Let's go to the A. And I was just so anticipating, like, what will it look like? Is it gonna look different? I was so worried. So as we're pulling up, you could see like the big circle arch, and I was like, oh, there it is. And it looked just like the one, just like the one in the UK, but the vibes were just the same. And I know a lot of people wonder, is it a real apartment? Yes, it is a real apartment, functioning, lights, air, get all of that. And best believe, because I was paying no bills, them lights were on the whole time. That air was cranked all the way up.
I would have done the same thing.
Listen, took full advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, but Atlanta was cool. I'm glad it wasn't in Atlanta because I feel like, I don't know, maybe the UK could have brought out a different atmosphere because, you know, some people act different in different places, but it was cool. I enjoyed it. But 6 and 7 where it was in Atlanta.
Okay, very nice.
So let's see. So you came and were playing as your best friend. So how did you decide on the persona, and what was the hardest part of manifesting it?
So for me, at that time in 2023, I was definitely not as confident in myself at that time, and I was worried, especially the image of like going onto reality TV as a dark skin. I was very insecure in a way, so I didn't want to have to deal with that and play the game because I didn't want that to have to hinder me. And what's funny is while I played the game, I also kind of went through my own healing and accepting myself in that. And I'm so grateful for that. So how Tiara came along is Tiara is also a fan of The Circle. But she, you know, she has a daughter and she was always worried about leaving her daughter. So she was like, I don't think I can leave my daughter to do any reality TV show. So I have to live vicariously through you, Antonio. So when I did Squid Games, she was so supportive. So the second I got The Circle, I was not telling her anything, right? I wasn't telling her I made it past this round. I made it past. I was like, yeah, I did the audition, Tiara. I'm waiting for them to hear back. It wasn't until I was confirmed that I was going to Atlanta right before that, because we had 2 weeks before. I was like, Tiara, I got to tell you something. She was like, what? I'm on The Circle. She was like, ah! And I was like, and I'm catfishing as you. And she's like, ah! So as a bestie, and I'm the type of person when my friends who I'm a very loyal friend. And when I come up, you come up with me. So if I can bring her in any way, make her give her any type of dreams come true, that's the way for get onto The Circle. I can catfish as you, be your face, right? And she was so down. We started researching. She taught me about makeup, about all different types of, I had a book. I was doing my homework.
Wow.
I was in there, and it was like a project for us. I even drove 2 hours to Louisville just so we can get some more pictures together, just so they can, because we've been friends. Me and Tiara, we went to college together, so our friendship goes back way like years and years and years. So some of the photographs we have together were a little bit older, so we wanted to update that. We wanted to give us the best possibility of them choosing us. And Tiara's a firecracker on her own accord, so I also wanted to adapt some of her personality and sass and bring that into The Circle as well. Sort of become her while also tapping into those parts of me. So I just wanted to have her, any way I can make her dreams somehow come true. If that's not physically being there, but like everyone seeing her and knowing her story, that is what made me want to be like 100% sure. Like if there's anyone I'm catfishing as, it's going to be you. And she's bad. She's gorgeous. So it'd be the easiest place to do it. So it worked out. It worked out perfectly.
Yes. No besties, right?
Oh, absolutely. She loved how I played the game. She was like, when the show came out, she was like, Antonio, at 2 a.m. we're watching the first episode. I was like, Yep. So she was up every week, even when I wasn't on the first 3 episodes. When episode 5 came, because I already told her, hey, I come in at the end of episode 5. They told me. We were waiting. We watched it together, and she thoroughly enjoyed my time there. And then when she called me, when we in the circle, this was also the first season where they did like Skype, like FaceTime calls. So I didn't know that I was going to be talking to her for real. So if you go back to the episode, when she comes onto the TV, I'm like, yeah, can you hear me? She's like, yeah. So we have that moment as well. So I wouldn't have went in as anybody else but Tiara. Like I really, really wouldn't have. I think it worked out for us perfectly. And a piece of my journey and my story of the circle and being with Netflix is also a part of hers. So I love that.
I love that.
Awesome.
And speaking of journey, you definitely shared a lot about your journey.
Yes.
And I come from a family that is I don't feel like my family wouldn't be as blessed as I didn't have great family members that came in through adoption, whether or not it's my nieces and nephews or my cousin who's like my little sister. Like our life would be incomplete without that. But I also know that comes with moments in life and struggles, and sometimes it is very hard, Antonio.
Yes, absolutely.
To open up about that, especially on national television or strangers as well. So you shared that very personal aspect about yourself being adopted, also growing up in a group home. What made you feel so comfortable with opening up, on such a public platform? And, knowing at first you did come in with some reservations, hence, playing as a catfish, but what made you so comfortable? And also thank you for opening up on that. I can't imagine how many people you impacted, and would definitely love to circle on that. But again, what made you feel so comfortable?
For me, so honestly, the night before I went into the circle, because they told me I was going in the night before, I was like getting ready. I was like, you know what, Antonio, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I know from watching other reality TV stars who look like me or have similar stories about me, when you share your story with others, it touches others in a way that you just can't believe. And it also inspires them to get out and do whatever they believe they are meant to do, or they want to go for their dreams and they feel like it's valid. So for me, I just told myself that I could just give an ounce of my story with people seeing that I'm here on Netflix on one of the biggest reality TV shows they've ever produced, that can either give somebody courage to know that go for it, regardless of what your story is, especially for kids in the foster care system. And I feel like that's such a lot of people don't understand what a lot of those kids go through. And like for me, I wasn't adopted until I was 9 years old. And for boys, that's very late. And chances of you getting possibly adopted is rare. So I really wanted to be that sort of beacon for young men men who are in the foster care system and felt as if like their voices were not heard or their voices can't be heard, because in the foster care system, for many of you have no power, right? You have little to any power. And I want people to know, no, you do have power. Where you been in the foster care system as a trophy, you went through that. You endured that, and look how you overcame that. You don't have to be what you were. And I think the circle was just the perfect opportunity to do that, in hopes that someone would see me, hear my story, and it would motivate them or inspire them to go after their dreams like I'm doing currently right now on the biggest show of Netflix. Like, I just wanted to be that beacon, and I didn't want to hold anything back anymore. And that's really what got me to be like, you know what? It's all right. I'm gonna let it all out. If it fails, it fails. They don't like me.
And I don't believe you failed. Did people reach out to you afterwards?
Yes, there were a bunch of people, especially on the episode where me and Tiara have our conversation, and I talk about our my foster care aspect, but also my personal feelings of how I've grown in myself and more comfortable in myself. The conversation I had with the Jadeja, like that was so funny. Like when we connected on that. Because I feel like the whole season we're kind of going back and forth. So when we finally have our conversation and we're like, wait, what? And we have that moment. Oh my God, it was so incredible. And even when me and Jadeja talked after the effect. Yes. So it was just like, you really never know anybody. Like, you really think you know somebody until they tell you a little bit about themselves and you get those walls down. So I think a lot of people reached out to me and just said, thank you for sharing your story. Or, I'm adopted as well, but like none of my friends know. And I think a lot of the things that first, especially foster kids who then become adopted are afraid of is when they share that with their friends, that they're going to be seen differently, or, be seen as if their family does not love them because you were not born into that family. Mm-hmm. And what I just tell them is, no, it's kind of similar to like how you make your friends. You pick your family, right? And at the end of the day, it's still family. Family is family. Blood, water, whatever it is, family is the foundation that you establish. And what it means to you is what it means to you. And a lot of them reached out like, well, I told my friends that I'm adopted, this and the third. So yes, I love the people who did reach out and just let them know, like, thank you for sharing your voice and your story. And because of you, I believe that I also can achieve and do what I would like to do. So it really warmed my heart. It really did. And just made me know I'm glad I did that. Cause I could have, like you said, I could have held back. I could not said anything, but I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad that I did.
Oh, can I get an amen?
Come on.
No, like Antonio was sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
You can say like you're leaving this world with having made an impact.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
I don't feel like
everybody
in the world, does make an impact, but I don't feel like everyone can say it necessarily to the level that you have been able to accomplish it at.
Thank you so
point.
much.
So
exactly.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. It means the most. Thank you.
Definitely, like for you to be so vulnerable, and like I said, that made a worldwide impact. And I love the fact that you had that platform.
Yeah, worldwide.
It was just so warm. It was awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so. And you're right. It is worldwide because though it was aired in America first, like after a few months or so, I would get messages from people from Sweden or from Norway, and I'm like, what? Yes, I saw you. I loved your story. I was like, oh, mind blown.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. I wish you could be my twin. I have a twin, but
come on, we twins. Twin, where have you been? Yes, virtual twins.
It'd be crazy if we played a game together. But speaking of twins, so then there were the twins. And
oh my God.
How did you feel realizing that you're playing against twins?
Let me again, in the words of Rob, girl. Listen, so Gianna played an incredible game, and I was very vulnerable with Gianna, and we had established trust where to the point to when I told Gianna my story as well. That's actually the first person I told my story to. It didn't air, unfortunately, but we had a great conversation, and that established, that we were break those walls, and we had a really good alliance. So when I came out first, and I'm like, everyone was like, "Oh my God, you're a catfish!" I'm like, "Yeah, I am, huh?" And everyone was like, "Gianna's a catfish." I was like, "No, absolutely not." Then both of them walk in, and if you watch the episode, my foot goes in the air, and I just leave it there like, what? Never, and especially like these New Jersey, New York, like y'all played Gianna. Like
they
brilliant.
did so good.
They did really so good. You have to give it to them on that account because I 100% thought Gianna was the nurse, sweet girl. And the twins are sweet as well, but like she was who she was. So when they came out, I was flabbergasted. We all were floored. But they're some of the sweetest guys ever. They're awesome. They're funny as hell. Like they're so funny. Oh my gosh! They'll have the whole room cracking up in instance. So and they're great to cool. They're really really cool. So deserving. Those are our winners, and I think they absolutely deserved the win because they did phenomenally. Phenomenal.
Yeah, it was good, and they weren't douches about it as well.
Right.
Which a lot of people can be on the show historically. Although I have to say, your season was the least douchey out of all of them. There's always like a couple of characters,
right.
You know what I mean? But I don't feel like that was at all with your season. I think also didn't the two brothers. I think they just launched a podcast, Kimberly, with Frank and Alyssa's manager, right? So. They just launched a podcast, I think.
I think so. And that's going to be great for them because they can talk. Yeah. When I tell you, they are very knowledgeable. Anything, if you watch their content, I just love the personalities that they bring to the internet. they were just meant for it. So I wish them nothing but the best. And yes, everyone was so incredible. Like, and that's the thing, right? You see, once you get to, especially when you get to the finale and you get to see who is who, then the real question is, okay, now, are you the same person you were in the game? Were you playing a game, or what's the tea? And then you learn who they really are. And everyone truly are just the best, like real sincere and just so lovable and so funny and just so awesome. And we truly became a family after that reunion. We had a nice big dinner. We're learning. I think we stayed up. I think we were supposed to leave Atlanta at like 7:00 in the morning was our flight. We had to get up at 4. We were at that table in that hotel at that dinner until like, I think 2 a.m. in the morning, knowing damn well we gotta get up at 4:00 for the flight.
Oh my gosh. That's when you know you're having a good time, because
yes.
By it. I'm like, y'all are having
we couldn't stop talking. We couldn't stop talking and laughing and reminiscing. And it wasn't until like, I think it might have been Gary who was like, y'all, we have to go to bed. Okay. Like it's 2:00, 2 hours of sleep.
That must have been a magical night. And how much did your guys' cheeks hurt afterwards?
Oh my God! Imagine. It was incredible night. Like it was like you give you the rap party. It was the perfect bow on our entire experience with this one journey where we just shared and filmed for like all of October. So it really was incredible. It really was incredible. That. I love them all. I will pull up for any of them anytime they call me. I'm there. Yes.
So when do you guys ever get to hang out at all?
So yeah, so we have a group chat, and last year Jadasia and Darren got married. So that was really like a big thing. What? Yeah, Jadasia and Darren got married. So we all went to their wedding. And we were in Texas, so they live in Texas. So when we came to, it was actually like low key. We made the US Weekly because there was so many of the Circle fams there from seasons 1 and seasons 3 and 4, like multiple of us. It was like 18 people from the Circle at this wedding, right? It was an incredible, and everybody in the Circle fam are so incredible. So many people reached out to us to welcome us into the Circle family, and then meeting them in person, they're just like you would expect. Like, they're just incredible. Like Brandon from season 6. Oh, he's the funniest person ever. I love Brandon now. So yeah, so they got married, and it was an incredible ceremony. So that was kind of a reunion for us, especially for us in season 7. And we still talk to this day. And then I saw them again in October. I'm sorry, in that same month for DreamCon, as I'm an anime nerd head. And DreamCon was a con, and I saw them again. So yeah, we talk often, and Heather lives here in Nashville with me as well, so we hang out sometimes as well. So there it is, nice. The picture. Yes, that was the people. I said US Weekly. I meant people. Yes. So
I can't believe they got married. That is so amazing. It was so cute. Like it was like one of those kismet things, like them getting on each other's radar and like really hoping that they're not being catfished either, or when they would get jealous of other people, but yes, cool and stuff. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so that all of us were there, and it was just everyone is so incredible. So it was like 4 generations of the Circle just all came together to celebrate their big day, and it was incredible. I had a ball. I love them down. Love my Circle fam.
Speaking of love from Barb as well.
Hey Barb. Thank you, love. Thank you, Barb. I appreciate you.
I love it. Oh my gosh. So right before we wrap up, we always like to shift gears a little.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yes, because
the Villa Download isn't just about one show. It's about all things reality TV and pop culture, which is, again, how we crossed paths with Antonio in the first place.
Hey.
You know it. And so now we're about to get into our Kiki portion.
Come on, Kiki.
Yes.
Kiki with TT.
Yes. So this is where it gets fun. So let's get into some of the topics. So first of all, Antonio, when did you get into Love Island? Like when and how? How did it all develop?
Tiara. Number 1.
Really?
She put me on season 1 of Love Island USA, the very first season. She was like, Antonio, I think you should watch it. I think you will like love just how it is. So I watched it, tuned in, and I was immediately obsessed. I was like, what do you mean we're just watching people just sit around and fall in love? Absolutely. Let's do that. Let's go. And there's multiple episodes. Like it's not a weekly episode. There's one almost every single day. Oh, absolutely. I am set. So I binged that whole first season. Then I caught up in time for the second season to air live. So I was experiencing the voting. I was like, wait, we can vote for people? Okay, let's go. I don't like you. You're not. It was so interactive. So that got me hooked. I've always loved love, right? But being able to watch people like be in that environment and then literally watch them fall in love before your eyes was just incredible. There wasn't a show like that before. So I fell in love with it then. And then I don't know why I stopped at season 2. Like I didn't pick it up again because maybe Love is Blind. That's why. That's why. I became a Love is Blind fanatic. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then I picked it up again around season 4 when it came back onto Peacock. And I was like, this was my show. Why haven't I watched it in a while? Let's binge.
And the budget was a little bit better.
It was a little bit better. They come up. I was like, okay, now we're in Fiji. Let's get it. So, of course, and then I was consistently watching it. And of course, season 6, the iconic season 6, the PBG just had me floored. Oh my gosh. So I feel like season 7 was anticipated because we were like, what's going to happen with season 7? And even me and Tara were like, I don't know if we should watch season 7 because it's like season 6 was so good. Like there's no way they can top it. Boy, did they top it.
I know. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my little Love Island journey and how I am here now.
And then what made you fall in love? I mean, obviously I know in both Kimberly and I know why so many people are in love with Olandria. But can you explain, the reason why you have love for her and appreciation for her as well as do so many others, because obviously she is an amazing role model. But like, if you could let the people know what's up.
Oh, absolutely. So I want to foremost say that they're Nick and Olandria are my clients. I officially have a degree and a master's degree in Nicolandrian. But specifically like for Olandria, right? The moment the cast photos dropped, you just felt her aura through that photograph. You knew there was something special about this woman. You just knew it. And then when you first see the first episode and you see her entry, you're like, okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and let me strap in because she's about to give you everything. And then you hear her speak and she speaks so eloquently and she, beyond just being gorgeous, because she is gorgeous, she has the beauty and the brains and she knows what she wants. She knows her worth. And it's so awesome to see, to see that, especially in a realm like Love Island and being a Black woman in this realm. We know it can be difficult for Black women on reality TV. And she knows this. And I think she held herself up to the highest of decorum. And going through the experience, I just fell in love with her. I loved her realness. I thought she was so funny. To me, I think one of the funniest things that she ever said is when her and Shelly were talking about Ace exploring. And Olandria goes, like, what do you explore for? Christopher Columbus. Like, I was like, Olandria, you are funny. That is still one of my favorite. I think Shelly said Dora the Explorer. She said Christopher Columbus. Just so naturally funny. And that's one of the things that Nick had said before. Like, Olandria is so funny, and she truly is. And I just loved all of her on that island, how she was real. She didn't, lessen her worth. And she, her journey was rough. It really, really, really was rough for her, especially going in there and seeing her with her first connection and failing that and knowing that she felt something with Nick. But now that we know outside of the villa why she didn't really pursue that, because she didn't think that was an option for her, because she didn't think that a man like him would want someone like her. That broke my heart when I heard that for the first time. But she still pursued because she knew that there was something there for her. And Olandria has always manifested and spoke into the universe. And it was just so incredible to see that journey. I'm not going to hold you. When she went to Casa and I see her standing there by herself, but still her head up high, no tears in her eye at that moment, but looking around and seeing all these men who are like, y'all are really about to let this gym just go? Like I did think it was over for her. I was like, oh my God, it's over. Like, what is she gonna do? And then when
Taylor.
just so crazy in that. And I couldn't wrap my head around these men and like, how? But it was meant to be. That was her story, because not even moments later, who did she pull up with at that dinner? Nick. And the rest of their story. It was just so incredible to see. So
yeah, that was awesome.
I remember Danielle and I went, I'm sorry, Danielle and I went wild because we were like, what's going on? And we were like, okay, it's real. Like, and it's like, we're like, okay, we were like, wait, is this a plan? Like, we just had so many questions, but we loved the site. We were like, we love what we see. And
yes, and the fact that the fans had already started to like ship them even before it already happened. So I was an early on Nick Olandria stan from night one, and I say this all the time on my lives, and I'll say it here. Olandria she saw him first. If you go back to that first episode, as he's walking and she's over here, she's breaking her neck, and she's like, who?
Oh, I need to watch that.
And also for Nick, as he approaches, his eyes pin on Olandria, and he's also like, wait, who is? Hold on, who is? And then it's so locked in to the point that when she acknowledges Ace, and she's like, "Oh, you're 22. You still got breast milk on you." To the point to where Nick makes it a point to look in her direction. He's like, "I'm Nick. I'm 24, and I ain't got no breast milk on me. I'm damn near grown." And I was like, "See, there's something there." Then the kiss, come here, cream. Just their little moments as things built up. And us falling for that, I was immediately like, y'all, I ship it. Nick and Olandria, I ship it. Yes. And then I find this community. I was like, wait, hold on. And I'm an anime boy, so I know stands in communities, but I've never been a part of a reality TV community. So I was like, there's a whole bunch of people who see what I'm seeing, and it's not delusional in the fact. I mean, we are delusional for a moment, but like it just came through. Now we know our delusions was fine and the crumbs was there. It was just an incredible world to open myself up to and start making content about it and finding more people who was just as enthralled with them as I was, and with Olandria and Nick, and seeing the little crumbs every episode and looking forward to the crumbs and trying to find them. And then when it all happens and they finally get together and the journey is just like, yeah, you feel so validated. And it's so beautiful to see this Black woman love in the way that she deserves, in the way that she asked, and not have to ask. And Nick knowing her worth and knowing how to treat her and just see them flourish in the way that they're flourishing. And currently now, Olandria at the Golden Globes, the number 4 most talked about person with over 50 million impressions. Like, and then now she's in Paris at the Bridgerton premiere. Like, what?
I know. Yeah. And boy, did she slay in that green dress.
Oh my, listen. When I tell you, when I first saw the post, when it was just her makeup and hair, I was like, oh yeah, she's about to, okay, yeah, we're not ready. We are not ready.
I died.
Oh my God. When I tell you, gorgeous, just beyond. I mean, everything. And everyone wanted to talk to her. Everyone was like, who is this? On every major publication, Olandria was posted first. On everywhere she was, it's just the media knows her worth and knows what she is. And she understands her power. And I just love it that she got to just come to the Golden Globes and just stun. Just like, she was incredible. But still also be so humble. Humble in it. I love how humble she is. And yeah, I love her down.
Yeah, I mean, it was insane looking at my Instagram feed that night. It was like Olandria, Threads,
TikTok. You typed in Golden Globes, and the first thing you saw was Olandria. Boom, boom, impressions. Like it was incredible. Like I couldn't keep up. People were sending me stuff. I was sending stuff. I'm trying to watch the awards while I'm going back and forth, watching Nick's Snapchat. He's watching her. Like she was the moment. She is the gem. Like I said, with Bridgerton, right? She's the diamond of the season. I feel like that is truly her moment right now in all aspects of that. And I can't wait to see, because I feel like the Grammys and the Oscars are going to do themselves a disservice if they do not invite her to their award show. Because look what happened. Look at this. So I think this is only the beginning for her. And the fact that when she got out that villa, she spoke like she wanted to be a model. She wanted this life for herself. But because of where she was in Alabama, she never thought it could be. and Nick doing whatever he could just to help her in any way, right? Those first 2 shoots with Kulani and Agua really, really set that foundation for these other brands to be like, okay, she's a household name. What are we doing? Let's get her. And look at her as of today. Bridgerton.
I know.
Mind you, Netflix put in their bio, Bridgerton Landry.
That's epic.
You feel me? I don't think
when the NFL incorporated Taylor Swift and like
she is that.
But that's like, yeah.
She is Netflix is I used to be employed by Netflix. Right? So like that's major for them to do that. That's how you know she is just bigger than the moment. Like and she looks incredible.
Wendy Williams says I wanted to find the clip for like the Wendy Williams
come on
audio clip of she is the moment. Like,
yes, like that dress is incredible. Like once again in France, like from Golden Globes to Patty parallel, like it's incredible. I love it.
When does she sleep? When does she
I don't think she on the plane. On the plane. You feel me? But like I understand because at the end of the day, it's also like you're living your dream. And like I said, once I get into my room and live my dream too, what is sleep? I'm ready to do what I've been dreaming to do. Let's go. I'll sleep when I can. So I don't think she's stopping here. And it's just think about it. Like this is like almost 6 months total since she's been out the villa. And each month she goes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Like
it's crazy. It's only been 6 months.
Only been 6 months. Cover of multiple magazines. You know, she's won multiple awards because people realize that she's not just a beauty. She's also an inspiration. And I think one of the things about Olandria where people like a lot of people had some issues with is when she was like Nick Olandria is healing. And it absolutely is. And I feel like the letters that her and Nick received says that. But specifically for me, and I'm talking about this on my live, I think the healing aspect of her story is knowing that she tried to find love in that villa and it didn't work out initially, right? The person that she thought was her person sort of played in her face. And she was ready, as she said on podcast, to walk out of there knowing that she did her best and that she was okay. But believing that love was meant for her and believing in something that she felt with Nick. And then in that episode where I think it's one of the best episodes Love Island did for Nick and Olandria, when it's her perspective, realizing, was it always Nick? It's always Nick and Olandria. And then it's kind of was like a Bridgerton moment where she's putting the pieces together and then Nick is sitting her down, telling her things. Yeah, it's one of my favorite episodes where it's just like, oh my God, as this is going on, I'm kind of really believing in love again for myself. Like, I too can have love like you when you think you've been heartbroken and that's it. That episode healed me in a way because you see her literally begin to slowly heal. And then she picks Nick and then the rest is history. Like, it truly is one of a kind. And the fact that Love Island tried to get her on two times before and like it just didn't work out that way. And then the third time she said yes. And look how it played out. You not only found your partner, as they said, but now you're living your dreams in a way that you can only imagine. Like, it's just, I love Olandria down. I really do. She truly is an inspiration.
Oh, and she just screams black girl magic. And for me,
yes, yes. She's literally is redefining what it can mean to be a Black reality star and where they can go, because they are also welcome in these places, in these rooms that they've been outcasted before. And she's at the premiere of Bridgerton in France, invited by the Netflix. So like, yes, your dreams. Oh my God, dreams are so valid. And that's one of the things that she's also inspired in you. Go for your dreams. Because she's spoken about when she was at work, looking at a little camera and Zoom, knowing that she knew there was more out there for her, knowing that she was going to be a model, that she would be in these places, and it just needed time. And like she said it before, never denied, just delayed. And I take that with me every time I go now. Denied, not denied, just delayed. And in time, it will come. And look at this. 6 months later.
That's how crazy it is. Like that was like you said, 6 months later. I mean, I bet she would have never thought,
Kimberly manifested.
Right.
Listen, manifesting, period. And it's the same thing for like Nick as well.
That's her mantra.
It's so incredible to see. And like I said, she remains so humble, so humble in it. And one of the things that I love about her and Nick as well is they're so in tune with the supporters. Like they know what we're talking about. They know the conversations, the lingo. And I love a reality star who is invested in the fans, because like you said it before, you can meet someone who are not like that. They're like, okay, cool. I know I'm famous. Anywho, bye. Don't pay you no mind. And it's disappointing when you get that. But when you get someone who's sincere and who is humble and who just acknowledges us in the smallest ways, it makes us want to go even harder for them. So
I also think it starts with the top, and their host is just the same. Antonio, Ariana is just the same. I mean, obviously Olandria would be as well, like without Ariana, but I just think it just naturally rubs off.
100%. And I think that everyone sees her demeanor, everyone sees her worth, everyone loves her. Of course, there are those haters, which I don't get it at all, but y'all can continue to hate from down there. You're like, how you doing? Continue to hate. Because she over here in Paris. Where you at?
What do you think about that? I mean, because at times, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kimberly, a lot of times we're like, why don't they see it? But then at times we're like, wait a minute. Was production just doing it because it was a lackluster season of romance? I blame Ace for that.
I would say...
So at times we would wonder, like, was production doing it, or is it because they're trying to get brand deals? Obviously, I don't think that is the case anymore, but I'm not going to lie. There's been a couple moments here and there over time where, like, I have questioned it, but obviously there are those crazy haters out there. So
there are. And I think the issue with it I feel like there 100% were people on the island, and it was not Nick and Olandria, but I think there were people on the island who knows the type of success you can get for going on a reality TV show like Love Island, right? So I could definitely see signs of some of the Islanders who I was also like, okay, I think you're just a gamer. I think you're just here for success. But I can tell you this, I never sensed that from Olandria and Nick. I always sensed their sincerity, especially think about like how they were so invested in challenges, invested in the experience. And when you can't fake yearning, right? You can't fake the way Nick would just sit there. Though someone is talking to him, he's over here watching Olandria just walk. The way that they would have those interactions, those small interactions in the challenges. I have never seen so much passion ignite in a kissing challenge of all seasons of Love Island than when Nick and Olandria would kiss. And it was so full circle when they were at the Soul Ties date. And he tells her, that's why I would kiss you in challenges, because I'm interested in you. And her put it together and like her mouth go, oh, wait, so you've always, oh my God. Like she also puts it together as well. So I think that these haters, what it is, I believe so, is I think in terms of like Olandria being a Black woman and what the Black community sees as a struggle love. She didn't have to go through a struggle love. And I think people have a hard time with seeing a Black woman loved on so openly by someone who looks at Nick. So you have two categories of haters. You have the ones who are jealous because Nick is who he is, loving on Olandria so openly, so loudly, so dedicatedly. And then you have the other ones who may be jealous that like they may have had a similar journey as Olandria, but didn't get the outcome of Nick. And I think that that's where the hate is coming from, especially from our own community, as you know, other Black women who were crazy to see these hate comments. Like recently, a comment by a Black woman was made on her comment saying, "Why does she have to go to Globes? Why is she there?" And Nick got right in there. Go ahead and set your alarm clock. You got work tomorrow. What you doing here? So,
standing on business.
You feel me? And I think the thing is, like, haters are gonna hate. Right. You're going to see haters in all aspects of things. But I think that what is so important is the love that she continues to get and the admiration that she continues to get is always going to outcast that. And like she stated, you prepare to be sick of me. My success is going to be my clapback. I'm going to continue to succeed. I'm going to continue to elevate. And she said that on a live prior. And now look where she was, the Golden Globes. What can you say? You may not like that I'm here, but guess what? I'm here. Look at me. Take the photographs. Repost my stuff. purchase my subscription on TikTok just so you can see me to talk stuff about me. You feel me? Like haters are going to continue to feel her. Yes. So I feel like though there were some, not Nick and Olandria, I do believe that there were some people on that island who had a motive. But I love how Nick and Olandria avoided them and how they found each other. And now it's just sky high. Nick is succeeding in his own realm. Just like Olandria's dreams are coming true and she's the moment, Nick is just as powerful as she is when it comes to star wattage of a celebrity. They are both, like, I no longer see them as reality TV stars. They have definitely crossed that threshold of celebrity. When you look at Nick's Greek Fest with lines around the entirety of the blocks wrapping around, I think Quan said that they did an income of over $1 million. Like, that is crazy. He's still doing that in Canada. Had a Greek Fest. Now he's a professional DJ, Nick Vance, living his dreams in his realm. So I love what I love about them both, though. There are those haters that are there. They don't let that negate their success and they don't feed into that. Nick now claps back at it. And I love that. I love Marcel when he comes out. I mean, look at that. Look how he looked. The way that he looks at,
I forgot about Marcel.
Yes, let Marcel is out here and he don't care no more. If you say anything, he be scouring.
You can't fake those eyes. You
can't. Like, that is infatuation. Look at that. You see, like, he was a kid. Like, this moment is like, I feel like it changed everything. This is one of the greatest kisses I've ever seen on reality TV. And
pause it for a minute so we don't get copyright, but
come on. The whole moment. And I think my favorite part about this is in the edit, it does go back and forth between Olandria and the other islands. So a lot of people are like, oh my God, is this not gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? It's not gonna happen. So when it happened, it was like, mind you, I'm sitting on my couch and this whole scene, I'm like, okay, are we gonna get the kiss or not? I don't know. Okay, come on. And then as they continue to go, he's like shaking his head, and then she says yes, and then it starts. I literally go, ah! I'm rolling on the floor like, oh my God, there's kissing! Ah! Like, I couldn't stop it. The way, look.
What a perfect pause. What did I win for that pause?
Come on. You cannot tell me.
I just won the prize wheel.
That's her lip. Okay, that is her bottom lip. Okay. Mind you, at Castle Moore, when Nick was being kissed by the other woman, one of the things he said is, nobody show my bottom lip any love because that's Olandria's lip, Nick. That's how he knew she wasn't there. Mind you, that's how he knew she wasn't there. But like, yes, this moment is cemented in my head. And this one this is when the world knew for sure. Like, oh yeah, this is locked in. So I love them so bad. And I love how both of them are so, like I said, so humble and are so into the fan base and showing us that like they appreciate us, because I think sometimes we just need to hear that. And they're so invested in like our lingo, our predictions, like at the Golden Globes. Again, a lot of the fans are massive Heat of Rivalry fans. The fact that Olandria took that picture with Hudson changed, it warmed our hearts. When I tell you, I saw that, I said, oh! I was like, inject it now! And she made that happen because she did the interview. She was like, yeah, I see Hudson. I got to get a picture with him. And like, so I just love how they're so into like our lores and things like that. And they share our crazy AI manifestations of them and things like that. It's just, you really don't have a couple to come out of Love Island who, one, is authentic in who they are, continuously authentic in who they are, who have touched us in such a way, but still so humble, but also loves on us the way we love on them. So that's what I love them bad. Play it. I'll meet them one day.
What do you think though of those Etsy witches, which are now no longer on Etsy? Didn't somebody like?
Oh, you mean for Hudson?
No, for against towards Nick though.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the Etsy. What's on Etsy? What was on Etsy?
I thought.
I'm
going to show a picture of her with Hudson. I thought Nick received death threats.
Oh,
like they were gonna get, like,
yes. Let's talk about crazy. Yeah, the people doing witchcraft and looking up hitmen. See, that is deranged. Like, if you are that mad, that he is that happy with that woman, and you are that mad, like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy work. And that they need to be prosecuted and locked up. And I know the FBI was alerted, and they are looking into them, and I hope they get them, because that is too far. Wait, like, at the end. So before that Etsy came out, there was this group chat that had been exposed for trying to plan fake posts and fake lies about Nick and Olandria, just to post it. Right. And the group was exposed on Twitter, and then it was exposed on TikTok, and everyone's like, wow, y'all really coming together just to hate on them and make up lies. So I guess a few months later, another leak came out, and it was the Etsy leak where they were talking about performing witchcraft on Nick and wanted to get a hitman to take him out, and threats against his family and all kinds of just like crazy stuff. And it came out on Twitter, and they were exposed again. And this time it had some of their profile faces on their names, so people could find who they were. And that made national news. It was everywhere, like blew up to the point to where the FBI was alerted. And I guess they are currently looking into that. They wanted to hire somebody off the dark web. Like, it was to the point that it's like, it should never get to the point to where you are so down bad above a person that you go that far. So that's just crazy. But what I will tell you, and I'm a spiritual person, the next day there was a hawk on Nick's Hellcat car.
Yes,
and the hawk,
I saw that video.
Saw that? Yeah. And the hawk would not leave him. And a lot of people looked it up, and the hawk is a sign of protection and guidance. So I was like, you know what, Nick? And I did a prayer for him on my TikTok. I was like, you know what? You're protected. And I love how he reads a lot of Snapchats, and people were sending him love and let him know the meaning of the hawk. And he seemed to really like take that, because this was the first time where Nick had really gotten involved, because he reposted the group chats on his Snapchat to call them out about it and everything. So it was a massive deal. I don't think anyone deserves that, because back to Love Island, there has been some Love Island contestants who've been so hated and so bad that they have unfortunately like taken their own lives, and that's Lord in Love Island. So you have to be very mindful. Yeah, and I think
Love Island host and gentleman as well.
It's crazy. So I'm so glad that his mental health is great, and he's thriving right now. I mean, like I said, he was in Canada, sold that out. His first DJing tour, sold that out. Now he's in Puerto Rico, taking a little break, and then he's back again. So I'm just so happy that mentally him and Olandria, they have each other so good, and they have a great support system with their teams, with their families, that when stuff like this goes down, they can just come together, take a second to just, get you guys together, and then come back stronger than ever. So I always believe that love and support will always outweigh any hate that will come. And there's also me, and I'll pull up anytime, any day, anywhere. But no, yeah, I think that they're just going to continue to thrive, and I wish them nothing but the best. And that's what's happening now. I mean, Bridgerton, France, like Canada, DJ sold out. It's just.
What are the next 6 months going to be? Insane.
It has to be the Grammys and the Oscars. Like, she has to be there, and then maybe. In the Met, I mean, I know right now Nick is busy in January, so I'm hoping that potentially they can reconnect at the Oscars. That will be fire. But the Met, they've already sold that. They're the biggest reality TV stars of 2025. They're some of the biggest celebrities currently right now. When this is your first Globes and you are the top 4 of the most talked about, impressionable people in the entirety of the internet. Yeah, you're in. You're in there.
So, do you think that they're getting engaged this year? Because there's talks, Antonio, that somebody is engaged. I personally think it's Ariana. I really think it might be Nick and Olandria. What do you think?
So for Nick and Olandria, I don't think they're going to get engaged this year. But when it first came out, and I say this on my live, I can see it happening 2028. I think it's going to happen sooner than people would believe. And the reason why I say that is because I think that's because Nick and Olandria, as we know, Olandria wants to, like, they're taking their time, right? They're very busy. And the type of love and nurturing that they have is what's working for them. They're going one step at a time. They're busy, but they're always, talking and talking. And I love how they take these small steps in the relationship, because I love how when we didn't know anything, Nick dropped the bomb and was like, my partner. I was like, well, you know what? Moving forward in life, I'm never going to refer to anything else other than you're my partner. That's such a more powerful word, and it means more than like my girlfriend or my boyfriend. So I think with them, they're so locked in with one another that they kind of don't want to have anything deter them or like dictate what their timeline is. And I think they're going to take their time to continue to just grow in their relationship. He still wants to take her on that hot air balloon ride. They still want to go on vacation together. There's still things that they want to do in a dating perspective aspect together that I think that they're going to take 2027 once they're not as busy. Because, July, this month for him, I think every day he's booked. Same with Olandria. So I would say for me, in terms of like an engagement, I wouldn't be surprised if like early 2028, like January, February, like there's an engagement with Olandria. But I think this year, I think it's going to be more on that level. Now, Ariana, I heard that Ariana is dating somebody, but we don't know who.
No, we know who. She's been dating the same guy for a while.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Daniel. Is it Daniel Walk?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Got you. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, absolutely.
And not a D-bag like her last.
Right. I will tell you this, though. I wouldn't be surprised that in 2027, probably towards the end, if either Leah or Miguel or Serena and Cordell may get engaged. Yes. I wouldn't be surprised about that, because the way that specifically Leah and Miguel are locked in, and then Serena and Cordell. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is a Love Island engagement amongst them, one of those two couples. I can see that 100% like this year, because they've been in it since it.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kimberly, let's call Antonio Lady Cleo from now on.
Come on, Lady Cleo. Yes. Love it. I'll take it. I love it. Nick has time to run off the perp. Oh, yeah. So I think that once Nick and Olandria are very good at aligning their schedules. And Nick will, if he has time off, he will make time to fly to her to see her, and she will do the same thing, vice versa. So I can see them just continuing on, and just like, even we know as well, like they've said that they take some time offline and not show us everything, and they spend more time with each other in that. And I hope they continue to do that, because the way he speaks about her, like he posted himself on Snapchat watching her at the Golden Globes. Yeah, I know. So like he's still so, and I feel like he still gets nervous just talking to her. Like I feel like you still see those early stages whenever they're on lives or whenever he's talking about her. It's just and her too. Like I just love it. So yeah.
Oh my God! May they be the blueprint for everyone.
Come on,
Kimberly. How about we get into some lightning round? Are you ready for Antonio for us?
Come on,
lightning round questions.
Let's lightning. Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. So Antonio, first reality show you were obsessed with?
Big Brother.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Massive Big Brother fan.
Dream reality show to join next?
The Traitors.
Oh, love it.
Oh my gosh. I would say yes.
I want to know all of your thoughts on it, but like, I wish we had so many more hours, because I would love to.
I know.
Yes, I would eat that show down. I would stop everything I'm doing. Yes. When? Where?
Oh my gosh. I love it. And favorite circle player to watch back?
Oh, my favorite circle player to watch back is Brandon from season 6. I think he won season 6, but he played such a phenomenal game, and he's so funny. I love Brandon. So I would say Brandon currently right now, Brandon from season 6. Yes, absolutely.
I'm looking him up. I'm trying to remember him.
He's glasses. He catfished as his best friend as well.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes, he is hilarious. Okay. So it's one of my homies. Love Brandon.
Okay, love it.
Yeah.
Reality TV villain you secretly love. Better not be Ace.
Tiffany Pollard. Though she's not a villain, we love New York. She's been a villain. She was on House of Villains, so absolutely New York. Love her now.
I keep on seeing the clip. I keep on seeing the David Bowie clip
Yes.
over the last days.
Oh my God, yes. Though she plays the villain, I don't care. I will always love Tiffany Pollard. I'm waiting for her to get on the Traders.
I love her and her mama.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
So one word to describe your circle experience.
One word to describe my circle experience. I will say it. One word. My God. One word. I would say. I'm trying to think of one word. Oh my God, I can't think of one word. Profound. Profound.
Oh, that's a good one.
In so many ways. In so many ways.
I like that. Look, Talk Bunny said Tiffany P is an absolute legend. Yes, she is.
Yes. Just wait. I'm waiting for her to get on the Traders because once she gets on, it's going to be a wrap. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait.
And I love your name, Chalk Bunny.
Come on, Chalk Bunny. Hey, come on, buddy. How you doing? Yes.
Now, who would you say was the biggest villain of Love Island season 7?
Ooh, the biggest villain of Love Island season 7. I'm gonna say redacted or I'm using the lingo redacted. I can't want to say her name. My live, we
It's time for the Ramona eyes, man.
I can't even say her name, but you know who I'm referring to.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yes, I would. Yeah, I would say
okay, got it.
Yeah,
okay,
okay. Yeah, Honda. My live. We have so many different names for her, but yeah, that is yes. That and if I will also say the biggest villain of that season, the producers. Because why did we not get the heart rate challenge of Nick and Olandria? Why didn't we get them sitting by the beanbag chairs talking shop? Like, what do you mean? They have photos on the first week. They were in the photo booth together and we didn't see nothing. Producers.
I know, man. All the footage on the cutting room floor.
Yes. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Yes.
And finally, Team Olandria. Yes or yes? Favorite islander besides Olandria?
Favorite islander before Olandria? I would say Nick, but I'll keep them together. So I'm going to pick. You know what?
I'm tired. I'm saying her name wrong.
This is probably going to surprise you, but my favorite islander from season 7, specifically, outside of Nick and Olandria, is going to be. I really, really enjoyed Austin. And let me tell you why I enjoyed Austin.
Oh, wow.
I enjoyed Austin.
Not expecting that.
I enjoyed Austin because after the villa, Austin is incredible. The way he loves on Olandria, the way he supports Olandria, the way he's there for Olandria. I just think that he definitely was misconstrued outside, but I'll say that's my post villa. Inside the villa, I'm going to say, you know who I enjoyed? I really enjoyed, I'm actually got to think about this. Hold on. You know what? I will say outside of Nick and Olandria, my favorite in Villa person that I would say my favorite would probably be Hannah. I liked Hannah.
Okay.
I think Hannah was such a vibe and just a free spirit.
Yeah.
And she's so sweet and so innocent. And like she really came there for love. And she's low-key funny. And I love how she stands on business about what happened with her and Pepe. She don't care.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I love somebody who's so secure. Like, yep, I did it. And okay, cool. But yeah, I would say Helen. Exactly. Be like, move it on. But yeah, I would say a better question would be, who do I hate from the Love Island season?
Okay.
But
Kimberly, you forgot the last question. Who do you dislike?
so Alan.
Alan.
Ace. So
Yes, we agree.
And that's just because I will never let him live down. And the fact that I have more smoke for him than I do for Taylor, or correction, Luther Dreadloss. As the internet says. It's solemnly for that interview podcast that he did with that man. And I thought, and I will always say, it was a specific try and take down Nick Olandria. So that's just me. I'm always going to have smoke for Alan and Taylor, but Alan's going to have to take it for me.
No,
that's
I
just
totally
me.
agree.
That's
I
just
hope
me.
Clark sees the light eventually too.
Listen, there were people were trying to tell me that, like, on my last live, that Clark and Jeremiah are like together or potentially maybe doing it. I was like, I don't know. I guess they were all collectively somewhere. I don't follow them all on Snapchat, right? But I guess they were all collectively somewhere, and they saw a lot of videos of Jeremiah and Clark together. I don't know. That's just what people saying.
A lot of videos of him and Andrina, if I'm saying.
Oh, Adrienne. I love Adrienne. She's cool.
I love her. Love seeing her Love Island games though. Too.
Yeah. Oh, I love. You know what? This was my first season watching Love Island games, and I'm so glad I watched it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love Nicola. That's my girl. Nicola.
Yes, I love her.
All of my heart. I love her. And Garby. And yeah, it was a great season. I was like, wow, I haven't watched season 1 yet, but I may have to go back and watch season 1. But I enjoyed Love Island games. I really did.
Kimberly and I are manifesting an interview with Nicola. Come on.
Oh, come on. You guys, we're going to throw that into the universe because she is one of a kind. I love her down. Isaiah, you missed out.
Soul.
Oh, such a pure, you're right. Such a pure, like she really has a purest of hearts, and she's so sweet. Like, I love her down. She was my favorite of y'all. Besides,
now, Antonio, we love you down as does the whole Villa family. So thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
You have to come to Baton Rouge or New Orleans.
Come on, listen, I need to get in Baton Rouge. I'm going back to Chicago, but I really need to get to Louisiana. I've been telling myself for so long, I need to go, and I never go. Love me some king cake, love me some beignets. I make a fire etouffee. I promise you that. But no, yes, absolutely. Louisiana is on my list. Just like, Nick Olandria got their little travel list. Louisiana's on there.
Thank you, Talk Money.
Oh, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for coming in, all the support. I've had a blast. You guys are incredible. This is such a vibe. Thank you for having a podcast where I feel like not a lot of people give reality TV the love it deserves, because we love real TV, but reality TV has a special place in my heart. It really does. Yeah. Yes. And before we go, I'll give you guys this. My prediction for who I think will win the Traitors is Rob from Love Island.
I think so too.
I think so. I can see that.
I'll give you that.
I think so too. And I'm different. I didn't realize how much I missed him until he was back.
Until he was in front of the TV. Yes.
My drool off.
Like I said, in the words of Rob, girl.
You're not gonna get a triangle.
Come on.
At least wipe my drool off.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for having me. I had a blast. I truly do. Thank you.
Of course. And if you could definitely remind everyone where to follow you again.
Yes, you can follow me. My artist name, Tony, TONNEDESAI. That is my Instagram. That's also my thread. And then on TikTok, Tony Land, TONNELAND. And of course, that's the same thing for my YouTube.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, guys.
Your story and your perspective and everything that went into your circle journey. So please tell everyone. Oh wait, you're told me.
But not really.
I'll tell you this. Spoiler: I lost. I did not win that 100K. Yes.
One in our hearts.
Yes, thank you.
Really, everyone, thank you who was watching live.
Yes.
Thank you for the interactions, chatting with us, supporting the Villa Download. We hope to see you again. Make sure to give us a follow.
Please follow them.
Follow us at the Villa Download on Instagram. Myself and Danny Gossip Girl, Kimberly at This is Kimberly A. Bryant. You can catch us live every Wednesday. Maybe sometimes we might pop in on the weekend if we want to bring church to YouTube or reality church to YouTube.
Yes, exactly.
Sunday, but yeah.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for having me. I had a blast. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. Well, you guys have a great night. Have a great weekend. And appreciate you all. Thank you, everyone who watched. I'll catch you guys soon.
Thank you all. And guys, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, do all the things. And stay messy.
Stay curious.
And stay Villa Downloaded. Take care, everyone.
Bye. Thank you guys so much.
Guys.